So early ANC, another one for the ladies. Hey, look, don't come at me with no goddamn size matters because I break beds and I break backs. Fuck around and play with me talking about size. You gonna be needing a fucking walker or a wheelchair after I'm done with you. Goddamn Mike Tyson, that goddamn pussy.
On Tayomi, and we're talking about sex, baby. More specifically, penis size. First things first. Does penis size matter?
Yes, penis size does matter. And what's interesting is that most people, men and women, believe that size matters as far as how big a man is. But really, why size matters is because you have different penis sizes, different penis shapes, and different vaginal sizes and different vaginal shapes. Now, you do have the average.
Like I was saying when I first started this shit, I'm fucking King Cock. I'll break your back and break the bed. Fuck around and play with me about some goddamn does size matter. I'll fuck around and have you in a fucking wheelchair walker fucking with me.
Average, which is interesting because people seem to think that an average size penis is actually small, but it's not. And that comes from programming from pornography. You
Okay.
know, of course they cast the guys with the biggest cocks, right? Because it's appealing and it appeals to the male fantasy of having like a hard, big, strong rod, right?
Yeah.
But the average penis is way more than enough to satisfy a woman when it's used, in a way that's tactful. 5 inches to 6.5 inches when fully erect, and about 3 to 4 inches in circumference. That's a nice penis.
Wow.
That's a nice penis. But for some reason, men, well, I mean, we already said it's pornography programming, right? Men get hung up in this, I have to be big in order to satisfy her. And what I've heard more often than anything is men with big penises saying, I have a hard time because A, either women can't take it, B, women are afraid of it, or C, I can't fit all the way in, or I can't
Mm.
fit traditional condoms or whatever. So, as much as the average size guy has these issues with viewing himself as enough, there are guys who are well endowed that are like, my sex life sucks.
Yeah, having problems of their own. And what you're
Exactly.
saying actually matches our poll results because 88% of you guys said that you actually preferred the average size, which is in that 4 to 7 inch mark. So can you talk about what the average guys have up on the other sizes, maybe?
Well, this is the main thing that the average size guys have over the well endowed guys is that they fit perfectly within the vaginal canal. Average guys, they fit perfectly without like bruising the cervix or without, feeling like he's forcing himself in. And then, of course, women can allow a little more in by breathing deeply and relaxing their pelvic muscles. And that, of course, takes training. But the average guys, like, you don't have to force your way in. It's not going to be as intimidating as coming upon a 9 incher and you're like, whoa, hold on, I wasn't expecting all of that.
So what are some positions if you're a smaller guy that you can do to please your woman?
So the main thing you want to focus on if you are a smaller guy is making sure that you narrow the vaginal canal. So any sex positions where the legs are placed close together, it makes it a tighter fit. One of my favorites is when a woman's a missionary and the legs are placed together and they're thrown up in the air and over one shoulder
Okay.
or the other. And it makes it easier because her legs are not in the way and he can get closer to her pelvis.
And if you're a woman who's with a larger endowed man, what would you recommend that they do if they're having some difficulties in their positioning?
Very first thing is men have to realize like the control is everything. You can't just be going all deep and fast.
Y'all hear that? Deep and fast, that's not just it. Okay.
It's not
Don't do
just
it.
it, especially
Okay.
when you are over 7 inches. Just the tip. Okay. Oh, just the tip. Introduce the tip. Just introduce the head with the introitus or the entrance of the vagina and just kind of like, dip in and out and just introduce because the vagina is smart too. And if it perceives a threat of mass destruction coming towards it, it's gonna like, clamp up, it's gonna get dry, it's gonna, try to protect itself. So positions where the vagina can be widened are really important. And also, I mean, woman on top. If you're on top, you can actually control the depth at which, you're being penetrated. It's gonna be quite deep,
Yeah.
but you can
Take it
still
down
control
slow, ladies. Take it down slow.
in missionary, when she's lying on her back, if she puts her feet flat and she kind of spreads her knees apart, that widens the vagina a little bit, and then she can raise her pelvis up towards him and control that. But also, if he's doing a little too much, she can just like snap her knees closed, like, hold on, wait a minute, this is doing too much. And really, it's all about becoming comfortable, because once the vagina is comfortable and it perceives like, this penis is not being a threat, then she begins to open up more. She begins to water more.
Well, thank you so much. This was such a fun conversation. And if you guys want to watch more, make sure you
Hey, it's Veroni Anderson. Welcome to my channel. As you know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that my videos are unedited. That's because I wanted to keep them real. I want to show my true self, right? And I just want to have a conversation with you. So tonight, my topic is, does size really matter? This has been a topic that has been discussed for years, and I just want to share my point of view too, or have a conversation about it, and hope you could, have a conversation with me too about it in the comments, right? So, does size really matter? What do you think? What do you think? As a woman, does it matter to you? As a man, of course, the man wants to have a big size, but as a woman, does size matter to you, right? I think it does matter, but I'm going to tell you my opinion.
I know goodness goddamn well she ain't just put that goddamn both of them cucumbers in her mouth. Y'all know goodness well I'm ready to rewind that. I'm ready to rewind that shit. She just put, just watch.
Right? I think it does matter, but I'm going to tell you my opinion. Size matter to you, right? I think it does matter, but I'm going to tell you my opinion.
Yo, is this myth trying to tell me something? Yo, is this myth trying to tell me something? I'm sorry, I have to rewind this shit again. That shit looks sexy to me how she do that shit, yo. Fuck all of that.
Size matter to you, right? I think it does matter. But as a man, of course, the man want to have a big size. But as a woman, does size matter to you, right? I think it does matter. But I'm going to tell you my opinion. Size, of course, matters to me because I feel if you have the man have a big penis, right? Your vagina. If it's too big, you could ask him to kind of take it out, right? You could take it out, pull back, don't go too hard, don't stroke.
She got a big pussy. That's what it
Work your way
is.
around it. I
She
know
got a
some
big
women
ass
is going to say
pussy.
that
That's
their
all it
vagina
is.
is too small,
A
but
deep
God,
pussy.
if a baby could come out of it, that shit is resilient. 6 pound, 10 pounds, even some 12-pound baby have come out of a vagina. Those vagina is very resilient. But I do understand that certain women, right? Every woman we're different. Some women are really vagina is really small, and some not so small. So that could make a difference. And I'm not talking about people who
Y'all already
have
know.
pain. This is
I'm gonna be in her
excluding people
DM.
who experience pain during sex, right? I'm talking about people who doesn't have pain during sex. So of course, as I was saying, if the penis is too big, you could take it out, take your time and stroke it, and come up with a different method. A woman could, change her position. Don't do doggy style because you know that will hurt. Don't maybe put your foot over the shoulder because you know that will hurt. But you could do certain things to just accommodate, just to make it better. And you could also talk to your partner, right? That's my opinion. But if you have a small size, you put it in, right?
Small size matters, huh? Yo, yo, this woman, this woman a freak, yo. I'm gonna be all in her DM, yo. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be all in her DM, and then I'm gonna see do size really matter with her when I break her back. Yeah.
And you want more, there is no thing that you could do with it extra. Yeah, of course, I guess the guy could set certain style just to make it works for them. I make you feel better, right? But if you're like me, who like to feel a little pressure, you think pressure, I like to just feel pressure inside. I like to feel when the penis fit. I like when it fit. I like when there is some little stretch and I feel like there is something in. I don't like when something go in and I have to wonder, did you put it in? Right? Or have to ask to take it out again and put it in because I'm not feeling it. I want to feel it because in the back of your vagina, you have pressure sensitive, like your the nerve ending is pressure sensitive, it's not touch sensitive, right? Because as I said, I don't know if I talked to you guys about it before. So in the back of your vagina, it's pressure sensitive. So when you wear Tampax and stuff, you ever wonder why you don't feel it, is because the nerve ending there is pressure sensitive. So when something big goes in and put pressure, it feels good to you. It feels good to you, right? So that's why we don't feel Tampax, because the back of a vagina is pressure sensitive, the nerve ending, right? And the front is touch sensitive. So that's why people like edge right here of your vagina, they will like edge it and you feel good because it's touch, the nerve ending right there, it's touch sensitive, right? So they put the the edge, the vagina, like just put the penis or your finger. You put your finger, right? My masturbate.
Hit the
You
cash
put your
out.
finger right here and you play with it, and it feels good because it is touch sensitive, right? So back to it does size matter. Does size matter to you? So in the vagina, right? I know people like to talk about the G spot, G spot, G spot, but let's get over the G spot for a minute, and we're going to talk about the AF zone, and that is the oh shit, I forgot the AF zone. I messed it up. The anterior phoenix zone, right? That's the area. It's very sensitive, and it's right before your cervix. So when the penis, the big penis, the thick penis, oh my God, goes in, right, and put that pressure right there and start to like stimulate it based on how you are positioned, right? Because certain position, it reached that little AF zone really quickly, really right there. So when they're pushing the bigger penis, when they're pushing it in, right, the pressure and stimulating it.
She horny as hell too, talking about that shit.
So to me, size does matter because imagine, look at this. To this.
Oh my God, motherfucker.
I could put the whole
What the
in my
fuck?
mouth. I could put the whole of this in my mouth. Compared to this, I would have to like play with this. But a guy would have to be like really blessed. I could put the whole. So to me, size does matter because imagine, look at this. To this. I could put the whole of this in my mouth. I could put the whole of this in my mouth. Compared to this, I would have to like play with this. But a guy would have to be like really blessed to have this. So can you imagine if they have this size and a good stroke, you're going to have a really good time. But to each their own. If based on how your vagina is, the size and length of your vagina, and you enjoy having a small dick penis, that's on you. To me, I just like to work with something. I just like to work with a little challenge, right? And it just feels good. As I said, I like to be filled up to capacity. I do not want any space left behind. And with this, it's going to give some space. That's all I'm saying. But to each their own. But to me, size does matter because if they have something small, that's just a lot of work. That's just, yeah, I don't know. But guys could be very skilled. All right. So leave your comment in the box. Let me know.
Y'all already know I left comments. I was all in her DM and shit like that. Seeing does size really matter, you know? Shit, I don't care. She doing all of this shit up here. That woman was horny as hell. Look how she gripped that shit. So I showed her something she can grip too in her DM too. You think I'm capping?